Regardless of whether you're 19, 37, or 52 years old, there's something every man should learn from a young age, but rarely truly grasps: how to properly care for their intimate hygiene. And no, this isn't about excessive vanity, superficial self-care, or those fleeting skincare trends that circulate. What we're discussing here is about well-being, genuine health, and even how you present yourself sexually and emotionally to the world. Many men obsess over their hair, their beard, the scent of their deodorant, yet they treat their pubic area as if it were an abandoned territory. This not only impacts your confidence, but can lead to serious problems, ranging from unpleasant odors to embarrassing infections. The most curious thing is that these errors are not obvious. It's not a matter of lack of bathing or laziness in washing. Many of the habits that appear correct are, in fact, the true culprits. A guy who considers himself immaculate may be making mistakes every day, thinking he's taking care of himself. And you can't blame anyone. After all, who actually teaches a man this? At home, this conversation rarely happens. At school, even less so. And on the internet, most content treats the topic as a joke. Here, the conversation is different. It's serious, direct, and based on facts. What you're about to see are the 5 habits that are sabotaging your intimate hygiene, and maybe impacting your self-esteem, performance, and even your relationships. Perhaps you commit one, maybe 2, maybe all of them. But what matters is that by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to change to make a leap forward in the way you care for your body. Let's begin with the first one. Habit 1, using the same armpit soap on the intimate area. It seems practical, right? You're already in the shower, might as well use the same soap everywhere. However, the skin in the intimate area doesn't share the same characteristics as the armpit, arm, or foot. Common soaps, particularly those with antiseptic and perfumed properties, can disrupt the microbial balance of the genital area. This can lead to itching, dryness, peeling, and even a more intense odor. The ideal solution? A soap specifically formulated for the intimate area, with a pH between 5.5 and 6.5. This helps avoid discomfort and maintain the natural skin equilibrium. Habit 2, clothing that's too tight. Those clingy briefs, that tight pair of jeans, they might seem stylish, but they come at a cost. The constant rubbing, coupled with the heat, creates the perfect breeding ground for fungi, yeast infections, and even those pesky little red bumps that cause discomfort. Men who spend many hours sitting, such as delivery drivers, truckers, or those who work in IT, suffer even more. Opt for breathable fabrics and clothing that doesn't constrict the area. Your body will thank you. Habit 3, leaving the groin area damp after showering. This may seem trivial, but it's one of the most common mistakes. Many men rush to dry themselves or don't even properly towel off. However, that humidity, even in small amounts, becomes an invitation for fungal proliferation. Ideally, use a clean, dry towel exclusively for the intimate area. Press lightly without rubbing. And remember, put on your underwear only after everything is completely dry. This simple action can prevent weeks of itching and discomfort. Habit 4, don't wear underwear every day or for too long. It may seem absurd, but it happens. Men who stay home all day sometimes save underwear thinking they're clean, but the genital area sweats even at rest. Bacteria accumulate easily, especially on hot days or after physical activity. Underwear is a daily wear item, and in many cases, changing twice a day is not an exaggeration. It's self-care. Change it in the morning, and if you sweat excessively, change it again at night. Habit 5, ignoring bodily signals. Itchiness, peeling, small bumps, a stronger odor. All of these are the body's cries for attention. Yet, many men choose to ignore or feign ignorance. This negligence can lead to more serious inflammations or even undetected sexually transmitted infections. Have you noticed something amiss? The first step is to modify your habits. The second is to consult a healthcare professional. Spill the tea in the comments below. Have you ever made any of these mistakes? Be honest. Drop a guilty as charged or never again to let me know. If this content made you rethink your hygiene, hit that subscribe button now. Here, we keep it real, tackling topics nobody else dares to discuss, but every man needs to hear. Ready to dive deeper? It might seem like an exaggeration, but the way you care for your intimacy directly reflects how you feel about yourself. A man who prioritizes hygiene, who feels clean and comfortable in his own skin, exudes confidence. This influences everything from his posture at work to his demeanor in an intimate relationship. When you know you're taking care of yourself well, you feel empowered, free from shame or fear. Conversely, the man who is uncomfortable with his own scent, or who hesitates to be vulnerable for fear of rejection, is often grappling with seemingly insignificant habits that cumulatively exert a colossal emotional toll. Men who suffer from dermatitis, fungal infections, or other common conditions in the genital area often avoid physical contact, even within stable relationships. This erodes connection, fosters insecurities, and can even impact performance. Therefore, recognizing that intimate hygiene is not merely a matter of cleanliness, but of identity, is the first step in breaking this cycle. If you've made it this far, you're already aware of the missteps. However, it's the shift in perspectives that truly transforms lives. Here are 4 actionable steps. 1. Invest in a men's intimate soap. There are accessible and effective options available. Use it daily. 2. Thoroughly dry the area. A towel dedicated solely to this purpose already solves half the problem. 3. Choose cotton underwear. They ventilate better and accumulate less heat. 4. Pay closer attention to your body. Small signs prevent larger problems. Alter whatever needs changing without shame, without guilt. Intelligent individuals are not those who never make mistakes. They are those who learn and rectify swiftly. Now let me tell you something from the heart. No man is born knowing all this. There's no shame in making mistakes. The shame is in continuing to make them out of ignorance. If you've reached this point, it's because you care about yourself, and that alone puts you ahead of many others. Change begins with the details. And in the male body, a detail becomes a sign of self-care, a sign of respect, a sign of maturity. May this video not just be information, but a turning point in your routine. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Which tip resonated with you the most? What did you learn that challenged your perspective? Contribute your personal experience to our community here on the channel. You might be able to help someone else going through a similar situation. And if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. But not out of obligation. Join us because this is a space where we speak to each other as men, with respect, honesty, and courage. See you in the next video.